What's up, everybody? I'm SleepyG, and we're back at it on the Overwatch tier list. I don't know when this one will make an appearance again. Maybe it never will. But I did say I was going to do another one of these where say how I feel about playing against each of these guys. And here we are. So, for the tier list tiers, I don't know why I said tier list tiers. A lot of extra steps there, but whatever. We have no issues, impressive, really, ugh, I will be insulting you, and just die, right? I feel like they're all pretty straightforward, but again, we'll just quickly go over them. No issues means I have no issues with you playing that character. Impressive means I'm impressed that you're good with that character because you don't really see him that often. Really, for just like the tween characters that I feel a little better about. Ugh, for the tween characters that I don't feel as good about. I will be insulting you means I probably really don't like that character, and die is pretty cut and dry, Die.
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
Diva, I fucking hate playing against divas. I'll probably say ugh. But they're also actually no, I'll say really because the fucking I've played against my fair share of like just okay divas or bad divas, but there's like you can really tell the difference between a shit diva and a good diva. I mean, I guess you can really tell the difference between like really any bad character versus like how good a person is with them and how bad a character is with them. How bad a person is with that character. Jesus Christ, sorry. But there's like a handful on here that like it's kind of hard to be bad with. But Diva's one of those, and uh, she's just a little bit of a nuisance. Domina, I have no issues with a Domina. I don't really care. Doomfist, impressive. I've been seeing a lot more Doomfist recently, and I'm thoroughly surprised to see how many people have actually gotten good with Doomfist, especially with like all the complaints about him being nerfed into the ground and not being that good. It's kind of just impressive. Hazard recently, he's kind of fallen into like the really tier. He's kind of a nuisance. I don't really like facing off against him too much because half the time when I face off against him, they're really good, so it's kind of annoying. But again, not too bad to face off against. Junker Queen, I have no issues facing off against another Junker Queen. It is a little annoying when they manage to, pop all their shit right after I do. I think that's kind of like the method people go for, obviously, but fuck it, right? Malga, uh, another one of those really ones. He kind of just tears through shit, but actually, honestly, no issues. There are really like a lot of annoying ones, but as long as you don't play like the two people I like to play a lot, or like Orion, he's really not too much to deal with. Orisa, mm, she's kind of hovering between here. I'll go here since I have to think about it a lot. But typically I don't have too many issues going up against an Orisa. It's kind of just like will she survive the entire game, but the rest of her team is kind of fucking up a lot, or will I be able to kill her pretty consistently? It's really just one of those two options, never something else for some reason, and I don't know why. Ramatra, I have no issues facing off against a Ramatra. Really shitty facing off against a good Ramatra, but since they're so far and few between, I don't really care. Rhine, uh, I guess no issues. It pisses me off how far his reach is, and that his little fire wheel thing can go through fucking everything. It seems, but I don't really hate facing off against Orion. Again, with pretty much every character here, the only issue I have with them is when they're getting pocket healed. But if I'm also getting pocket healed, I can't really say too much against that. Roadhog, I feel like I play against a lot of shit Roadhogs, so I'll put them in the impressive tier because I feel like it's really hard to come across a particularly bad Roadhog, but it's also hard to come across a really good Roadhog because when I play against Roadhogs, usually I feel like I'm the one doing a little better, so I don't really mind playing against them. Sigma, I don't mind playing against Sigmas. There's a couple of annoying ones I played against, but as long as I'm not regularly playing against shit ones or like really good ones. Diva, Yeah. Winston. Ryan. It's fine. I don't. Speaking of Winston, he's really. I've played the amount of Winstons I've played against. I actually, more real, not really impressive. Because like, when I come across a really good Winston, I'll be mad initially, but once I get out of the match, it's kind of just like a respect thing. Same with Doomfist. You know, I don't mind. I don't mind playing against a Winston. If I play against a good one, though, I'm gonna get a little bitchy. Uh, Same with Wrecking Ball. Though the chances of a Wrecking Ball being good on somebody else's team are much higher than a Wrecking Ball being good on my team. Though I will say I also don't like playing against a Wrecking Ball because you constantly exit and return to the fight, which we will also talk about a couple other people who do that in a moment. Zarya, impressive because I play against a lot of shit Zaryas, but you know when people perform well as Zarya, and again this is just as a guy who plays casual, so you don't really see as many Zaryas, at least from my experience. Um, but she's kind of just all right. I would love to see somebody's comparison to this, like for comp. Onron, I will be insulting you. I fucking hate Onrons. If you play Onron, please don't come to my lobby. I will want to commit atrocities. Ash, I will also be insulting you. Loki, honestly, they could move down a tier. We'll see. Bastion, ugh. Because with Bastion, you either get somebody who dies a lot or doesn't die at all and produces either 2,000 damage or 10k. And it's really fucking annoying because like, for me, it's like a 60-40 split of a good and a bad one. And I really wish it was more of a 30-70. But whatever. Cassidy, I will be insulting you. We're going to see a trend here in a minute. Echo, I really don't mind playing against an Echo. There's a couple of, like, ones that piss me off, but, I guess when I say ones, I mean, there's, like, people out there I've played against who, I got him. All right, Emre, I will be insulting you. Freya, kind of impressive, honestly, because, playing her as myself, her ult kind of charges quickly if you hit a decent amount of your true aim shots. But, like, she's become my main, and, playing against her, is a little annoying because I'm constantly, like, if I'm playing tank or even if I'm playing, like, support, I constantly get fucking tapped by it. And it's, like, her true aim is just, it really pisses me off. Genji, ugh, he could be in the I will be insulting you tier, but I mean, I don't really hate playing against Genjis. I think they might be a little more annoying because I can't say I prefer to play against them. But there's same with Bastion. You run into it's like a 60-40, 40-60 split. Depending on what day it is. Hanzo, drop dead. His ult charges way too fast for people to be landing like 4 shots and then hearing him go, "Why do you?" I don't know how to say it isn't his thing, and I don't want to sound offensive, but Junkrat. Probably Ugg. He's teeters on the edge of being in here, but I hate playing against these 4 more than I hate playing against this one. Junkrat's not bad. May die. Also Farah die. Hold on, because we're gonna go really with Reaper. He's a little annoying, but Shion die. These two, fuck these two, and this one. I mean, really everybody down here, but like Farah, I know her whole thing is being in the air, but get your ass on the ground. And then Shion, link below to the, or you can go find the video on my gaming channel of me complaining about her. And nothing's changed. Sierra, I will be insulting you. Her tracking dart is literally just Soldier 76's ult for a short amount of time, but with a gun that does 1 billion fucking damage. And when Sierras are landing their tracking darts every 2 fucking seconds, yeah, I'm gonna get a bit fucking annoyed. Like, shit. And I don't mean this in a rude way. Or I do. Take it however you want to, because it's YouTube. I know people are going to take it how they want to take it, so whatever. But she's a low skill, low effort character, right? Right? It's like how I feel about like Widowmakers, right? You know, it's just Widowmakers. They at least have to land their shots. It, with the Sierra, you just land the tracking dart and then you just fucking and then the bullets go wee, and they fucking connect with my ass, and it does like 200 fucking damage. Is fucking ridiculous. But whatever. Sojourn, I don't mind playing against the Sojourn. Um, same area as these two or three, whatever. But honestly, it feels more like a 50-50 split, so I don't really mind playing against a good or bad Sojourn. It is annoying, but I have to have respect for them as well. Soldier 76, same deal here. 50-50 split, more so. But Sombra, I used to think was annoying, but she doesn't do that much damage. Her hack doesn't last that long. I hardly ever get killed by her anymore. She just like drops in, does 150 damage, and then dips, and I don't really know what that whole deal is, but whatever. So not really like Symmetra, she's slowly become an UG thanks to, the combo of her and a fucking diva, and the her creating a teleporter and then the fucking watch this activating self-destruct sequence, and then her teleporter just fucking spawns in front of me, and it's just Diva's thing going, and I just gotta sit there and look at it because there's nothing near me that I can hide behind. Torbjorn, ugh, I can't stand playing against a Torb, solely because like I can never find the fucking turret, and it's just doing like 25, 25, 25, 25, 25. It's just like, fuck, I cannot find this fucking thing. Tracer, also an UG. Oh, I hate how many good tracers I've been playing against recently. Actually, it's more probably like I will be insulting you now. Vendetta, she's kind of gone up a tier. You don't really see, at least I don't see her that much anymore. But when I do see her, she's probably still an UG because it's 60-40 split. So I have no other words for her. She used to piss me off. She would have been down here prior to the release of these two, right? But I guess she's calmed down a little bit. Venture, I guess more so impressive. There's been plenty of times where I played against shit Ventures, and then a good Venture will come along, and I'm kind of thrown off. And I have some amount of respect for Ventures because, but not a crazy amount. Widowmaker, die. Ana, actually, I won't say die. Honestly, kind of playing against an Ana is actually kind of impressive. I just don't like getting sleep guarded. Baptiste, impressive. Actually, more so I have no issues. I don't have any issues playing against a Baptiste. He's not super hard to play. You just shoot in the general direction of whoever you want to heal. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you guys. If you guys are watching this, you probably know how all these characters work. Brig, I also have no issues with it. Actually, no, I'll say more so impressive, because there's been plenty of Brigs I've played against that are ass, but when I come across a good Brig, I, low-key, as a secondary Brig main, low-key impressive. Alari, I don't have any issues with an Alari. Jetpack Cat, solid UG, especially since I've been playing tank a lot more. I hear that and fucking just get absolutely fucking nuked by a goddamn cat, and it's not really that fun, but whatever. Juno, a good Juno I have no problems with. Or no, a bad Juno I have no problems with. A mediocre Juno I have no problems with. Really good Juno. Probably an UG. She's a pretty good support. Low-key, I didn't like her at first, but when I have a Juno on my team, I hold them in very high regards. If they do bad, I'll be a little upset, but not too much. Kiriko, kind of impressive, low-key, for a person who has shit health. A slow fucking knife throwing thing. Does a lot of damage, but it's slow. It's low-key, if you can play Kiriko, it's like the same level of respect I have for people who can play, Freya and Doomfist. Lifeweaver, No issues with a Life Weaver. They're a little annoying when they constantly drag people away from me. They got low health, but you know, as a support, that's kind of your whole deal. So, no issues with the Life Weaver. Lucio. I mean, he's been out for a while, so I can't really say I'm in. I guess I just have no issues. He's a little annoying. I've been booped a few times, but I can't really say I hate him. Die. They really need to like. They really need to like. um, make Mercy's a little like harder to get, because there was one game it lasted like 8 minutes, and she had like 13 or 14 resurrections, and it was like fucking seriously, dude. Mizuki, ugh, he's almost in the I will be insulting you range, Loki, because they buffed him, and it's a little fucking annoying because he can drop 10k damage and healing, and it's just great. I got Moira 2.0 over here. Speaking of Moira, I will be insulting you. She teeters right on this line right here. Honest, actually, no, die. I fucking hate people who play Moira, especially after her buff. Wu Yang, I kind of impressive because you know he has to guide the water ball. And I guess he's a tweener right here. And Zenyatta's he's just a relay. I mean, I'm not really impressed by Zenyatta. All you do is, you know, throw the orb on somebody, however he does it. It's his ult's a little annoying to deal with, but again, as a support, you know, you can't really be mad at them. Or you could be. Do whatever you want. But this is going to be the official tier list, because I'm a little tired. And I should probably stop recording before, you know, I become even less coherent. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I know it's low-key a skill issue. You don't gotta tell me that. And you know, have a good night or morning. Yeah, because it's 3:30 in the morning. But yeah, love y'all. Later.